FTMO funded account series. I'm just going to be creating a series of videos tracking my progress and experience with the FTMO funded accounts. I saw it advertised and thought, why not give it a try? I did some research, looked around at some reviews and thought, what the heck, I'm going to try it anyways. So I looked at the Forex Peace Army, which is an individual reporting review platform, whereas with like Trustpilot they can all be edited. None of these can be edited or deleted once they're posted, they're put up for good, and there was a lot of positive reviews. I thought, let's go ahead, let's have a look at them. We found out through a proprietary trading firm based in Prague, Czech. They provide funded accounts for serious traders, as their website portrays anyways. Now, one thing I am getting from the whole idea though is that they have done really well at rewarding good risk management, which is a fundamental skill often overlooked in trading. It was actually started by two university students. It's now a global multi-million user business, which is also regulated and featured across Forbes and Czech Business Awards. As you can see, you have to go through a whole challenge process first, the first step of the evaluation process. So you have to pass a drawdown, profit ratio, whole risk management process before even going on to being a funded trader. So they basically just reward you for having good risk management and obviously earning consistent profits. So we'll go through some of the drawdowns. So you're only allowed a maximum daily loss of usually 10% of your account. It does say $500 here, but I know I had a look through the 10k account registration details and it gives you a drawdown of 10%. As you can see, a maximum loss 1,000, maximum daily loss 500, profit target 1,000. Free repeat, yes. So I believe if you do not lose overall within the trading day period and still finish profitable but don't reach the profit target of the plus 10% again, 1,000, then you get the opportunity to repeat the trial and have another go, obviously. And then if you do pass it as well, like it says here, you get the initial €155 fee refunded, so that's £136 in conversion. And then you go through the verification process, which is again trading period of 10 days, and then on to being an FTMO trader. Now the trading period days aren't definite, they aren't like in stone. You can pass the challenge in 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 days, and then go on to the next step. So it all depends on obviously how good you are, what type of trader you are, what trades you're placing, how much risk you're going with. So you can either choose a swing account or a restricted account, which is where they only let you place trades during the day, and you can't hold them over the weekend or overnight, and you can't trade in the news releases. Whereas with the swing accounts, you can trade in the news releases, you can't hold them overnight. So the payout system, they have a default payout ratio starting at 80-20, but then that can move up to 90-10, depending on how consistent you are. And your payout can be processed just after the first 14 days. Not bad. And then we can use MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4, and CTrader. No trading view, unfortunately, but obviously we've got MetaTrader 5 and CTrader, so it's not bad. And then they have access to all forex, indices, crypto, commodities, gold, US oil, NASDAQ, US 30, Dow Jones, majors, exotics. And I did check their demo account just to see what the spreads were like and just how volatile they were in general. And I did notice with their Czech pairs, with them being based in Czech and in Prague, their spreads are actually one of the lowest I've seen. Like my personal account is with Pepperstone, and the Czech spreads, they can be anything from 600 to upwards of 1,000, whereas I noticed with these it was around 30 to 60, sometimes 100. So quite a big differentiator there, especially with Czech being an exotic pair. So we'll just go forward then and start the registration process, shall we? Straight through with setting the account up and logging into the account then. So I've already gone through all the process of setting up and filling all my information in. As you can see here, I also set up a demo account on the 12th of February, or no, sorry, I set it up the other day. It ends on the 12th of February for some reason. Made 190. I think I had 3 trades, 2 profit for around 230, 240, and then 1 loss for like 240, 230. But overall the spreads was good, the volatility wasn't bad. The swaps were quite large, to be honest, a lot bigger than Pepperstone usually, but obviously as can be expected with a funded account. So we'll go straight through. We're on the FTMO challenge. We provide you with up to $200,000 FTMO account, prove your trading skills, full account analysis, and premier maps. I wonder what the premier maps are. Let's start the FTMO challenge. So we are in GBP. We want normal. We'll start off with 10k. I want to see if it actually is legit. What's the difference here? So we've got FTMO leverage 1 to 100. Don't need that. Leverage 1 to 30. That's sound. With an FTMO swing account type, you can hold trades overnight and over the weekend. You can also trade during the news releases. However, the leverage is 1 to 30. That is no problemo. We want MetaTrader 5 to start off with. Blur all this information out. I thought I'd entered all my details in anyway. I guess not. To be paid in GBP. So hopefully we can catch some good exchange rates while we're in the process. And then we pay £136.20. I have already read through all the policies and terms of service, recommend you do so too. So we'll just go ahead and make the payment.
Sound, so payment done, all processed, logged in, got all my credentials here, as you can see, log in. Here's the investor password as well, so you're welcome to log in and obviously watch the trades. I will also be creating a MyFX book so that you can keep track of just the account performance as well. Server here, and then you can see it's given us 10,000 swing type. I believe it's still the demo account because obviously we have to meet these profit targets and draw down our objectives first. So we'll go ahead, we've logged straight into the MetaTrader web trader. As you can see, 10,000 FTMO server demo. Now, even though I'm going to place the trader on the web web trader at the moment, I'm not going to do my analysis properly here, just because I prefer to do it on TradingView. So I'm going to hop over on TradingView. Now, as it is currently 5:38 p.m. in the United Kingdom, I'm going to do my analysis for this evening and enter my trade this evening after the AUD markets open /JPY. So we were looking at the Australian dollar to the Japanese yen on a daily time frame. If you've been following my TradingView, we've been in and out of this pair over the last week or so. We had a nice buy last week. We've retested off of this little wedge top zone, which is also the 50% respective level. Come up from the 25% level. We've had multiple touches here. So what I reckon is happening, instead of creating this little trend zone here, we're now in maybe a trend reversal. We've had a couple of touches here. We're coming up and creating this little wedge here. So what I'm going to look to do is, obviously I'm not going to enter straight away as soon as I open the account. I'm going to be patient and wait for the trade to line up. So we are here at the moment, and ideally what we want to happen is when the market's open tonight or up until that point, it's either going to consolidate a little bit where it is, maybe touch this line again, and then maybe break out of it when the market's open, and then I would maybe look for a buy, and I would come up to the top of this 75% respective level, or the support and resistance level here. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Otherwise, if it's going to continue bearish, we can see it coming down and retesting off the bottom of this wedge pattern in line with this little mini trend it's creating at the moment, a reversal trend, and come back up. Okay, so I'll get rid of the brush for now, and we'll calculate how many pips that's going to be. So as my video previously, how to measure pips, we're going to go on to the ruler. Now let's say we retest a little bit and we're going to look to enter a long position around 92.7, and then we're going to look to take that up to around the first support and resistance level, maybe here, so 262 pips, 94.419. So we'll put a horizontal line there just so we know where we're going to set our take profit, and then obviously I don't really want to risk, what am I looking for, the ruler, sorry, there we go. And then again, I probably don't really want to risk any more than 30 pips. Okay, we'll say at the bottom maybe of the daily candle here, just there where it is, so 68 pips. I'm going to put a horizontal line there as well. So still not a bad risk reward ratio, risking 68 pips to gain, I think it was 269. I could have just done that with a long position, like I said as well, if I got my long position. Let's say enter it here. You can see up there it says 333 pips. But I don't think we were going to enter there, where we were going to enter around here. Around this level we were going to enter. Yeah, so around 260 pips. And if I brought this down to the bottom of that candlestick there, it's around 70 pips, 69 pips, give or take. So we're waiting for the AUD markets to open tonight. Shall we check, see if there's any news in the meantime? Economic calendar. So we had a lot of high impact AUD news coming into the start of this week. We've got NZD tonight. Oh, here we go. So we've got NZD employment change, AUD, S&P global manufacturing. 4 hours and 17 minutes, 10 o'clock, January 31st, high impact as well. Now the NZD doesn't really have that much of an impact on the AUD overall, not as much as just the straight high impact AUD releases anyway. We've got medium JPY, bank manufacturing PMI at 12:30. With it being bank related, it may have a small impact to the chart, but nothing long term. So I think we'll take a closer look at the AUD news release and see how the market reacts this evening. And then in the meantime, what I'm going to do is connect this funded account with my FX book so that you can track the progress and see all the trades that I'm placing, and even place the trades yourselves and just see the overall metrics of the account. Next video will be me entering this trade, seeing how the trade goes, seeing what the swaps are like, just the overall conditions of the account, see how everything goes, and then hopefully over the next few days we can complete this challenge and move through the verification process onto the actual funded account, because I am very intrigued to see obviously not only if it's legit, if the profit withdrawals work, how the sort of profit ratio works, like how the structure works going from 80-20 to 90-10, whether the swaps, how high they are, whether that's because of that profit ratio, maybe they've included that and increased the swaps. So there's just a lot of little things to nitpick here and there. So there's going to be quite a few videos in this series. Like I said, I'm not going to just jump into a trade now just to see how we do. Obviously I want to make sure that we're waiting, being patient to make sure that correct risk management is there. Like I said, you're welcome to hop onto the account on MetaTrader 5. Here's the investor password and the server details. And yeah, in the meantime, we'll see how it goes. Big Fudge out.